Hello and welcome back to the channel. First of all, as always, I would like to thank you, the viewers who have watched and liked my videos and have subscribed to the channel. Please stay tuned as I've got some exciting videos coming up. Today is all about the Effecto PX-05 Sport. So first of all, I'd like to say a big thank you to Carl, Paul, Bill and Hayden at Solware. Thank you very much, guys, for sorting me out, and I purchased this rifle from them. And essentially, I'm going to be doing my usual unboxing, initial first thoughts, why I picked this particular rifle, and then I will go over the rifle, give you a bit of an overview, and yeah, let's see. So first of all, we'll just quickly, the boxes, rifle boxes that I've seen are relatively thin. This is big, as in not just lengthways, but quite thick in terms of its width. So I was a bit, taken aback. What comes in here, I wondered. Let's, first of all, get open. I'll say one thing for sure, this is so well padded, this box. Now, there is the rifle, hidden away, just before we do, and I will also talk about this box of stuff. Let's have a quick look at the instructions, as always. Now, the instruction picture is, this isn't the one I've actually purchased. The one I've actually purchased is the Sport, which looks like a GRS stock. We've got instructions for use, where it fills. It's a filling probe that goes in at the front with a manometer at the front, which I'm not particularly fond of. Okay, diagrams on, again, I like instructions on how to load the pellets. Single top shot tray. Now, interesting feature with this rifle is the cocking lever A acts as a dual safety, and B can be flicked from left to right, so it's ambidextrous. Having said that, the stock I've purchased is more suited to right-hand shooters. There we go. It has adjustability in terms of the stock. Again, the one I've got here has adjustability terms of the cheek piece and also the butt pad. And then we've got some tech specs over here. It's the 177 version that I've got, and it's a Lothar Walther barrel, 12 grooves, which is great. It's interesting how the firm in Turkey have outsourced their barrels to a reputable firm. We're seeing here muzzle velocities between 770 and 800 feet a second with 8.44 grains. We'll test that once I've had a bit of a chance to give this a test. It's saying here 175 shots with 8.44 grains. Again, that's interesting. We'll see what the situation is with that. The overall length it's saying here is 110 centimeters with a barrel length of 58 centimeters. It's a 275 cc air tube. It says air tube pressure 400 bar, max filling pressure 240 bar. Not many bottles go that far, to be fair. I know mine, I tend to fill max. If it says 240, I'll go to about 220 max. It is regulated. Now that's good to see. It is a regulated rifle. Now, see here where it says moderator. I've seen other reviews where they haven't received a moderator. It says here, yes, there is a moderator, pro and competition models only. Now, when it comes to the box, I'll show you what's in there. Spoiler alert, there's a moderator in there because this is the Sport version. 12 rounds in 177, it's bolt action, manual safety will show you that. Adjustable, it's saying 500 to 750 grains, length of pull 350 millimeters, and it's a Turkish walnut laminated stock with a total weight of 3.5 kg. Then we've got some maintenance, and we've got a breakdown of the rifle, which is good. Always good to see. Right down to the air tube assembly. That's really good. And again, there's everything detailed. And finally, a few pages about safety and warranty conditions. Okay, so I've actually spoken to EffectoAirguns.com, and they've been very friendly in terms of talking about the rifle and also possibilities of purchasing directly from them if you are interested. Having said that, I thought to best support and purchase from people that I know and are good, reputable RFDs, so that's why I purchased from my good friends at Solware. So there you go. Let's have a look at the rifle. Actually, before we get to the rifle, which I know you're keen to see, look what comes in this box. I couldn't believe it. We got it all out in the shop, but it's like Doctor Who's TARDIS, this thing. Okay, we got the filler probe with some O-rings. It didn't come with a adapter, so I got one of those. Load of O-rings, a single shot tray, a variety of different Allen keys, first of all, a thread which screws into the end of the barrel, which allows you to adapt a moderator of I don't know what type. Again, another one to allow you to do the same thing. I don't know what type of moderator allows you to screw on, but still there is an adapter there, which allows you to screw on probably a 1/2 inch UNF, because it's not, I believe it's not, the end is not 1/2 inch UNF, which is why they have supplied its own moddy. So let's just have a quick look at this. Now, I'm really finicky when it comes to opening these things. I want to try and do it as without damaging the package as much as possible, but here we go. And then, does the tube come off there? Nope. Just get this end off as well. Okay. There we go. And then should come off. It's like the moderator doesn't want to come. Okay. There we go. Effecto branded moderator. It's quite small, but still, nonetheless, a moderator. Pretty good. Effecto branded on both sides, weirdly enough. Okay, that's interesting. It actually says on here, M12 by 1.25. So let's just show you that. Sorry, I was just reading that. So I don't know if you can see that. Okay. I'll just pop that back in the box. Put that to one side. Right, let's have a look at the rifle now. Just, finish off the box. I'm thinking not one, but 2 magazines. Again, let's have a quick look at one of them. Just very quickly. So, unlike the Aerocuda Max, these are plastic. And again, I'll have a look at the instructions in terms of how to fill. They're numbered though, 1 to 12, 12-shot mag. Looks like there's obviously a line here, so you've got to meet use that to line it up so it goes into the breech properly. So there you go. And what else comes in the pack? We've also got a whole bunch of spacers. Spacers, I don't know what these are for, but yeah. And some stickers. Whole bunch of spacers and some stickers. Right. There we go. Right. Let's have a look at the rifle. And here it is. Now, this is... Just move the box to one side as well. And put that down. Doing this all one-handed is very difficult with a camera as well. And moving a box that's huge is quite hard, but there you go. Okay. Right. That's the PX-05 Sport version in blue laminate. Now, why did I opt for this? So, the shop had two. They had a green, mountain green, which looked very, very much like the traditional GRS stock. And then this blue laminate. The reason why I went for this is because I've got a Red Wolf Midnight. I've also got a blue laminate Reximex Pretensis. And I thought, you know what? I'll match the set. I'll get this in blue laminate. And I'll tell you what, it's a lovely stock. It is a thing of beauty, the stock. So it definitely oozes quality. Let's just get it into frame. So, first of all, the rear of the stock. It's got adjustability over here. So the cheek piece can be moved. Allen keys again over here. You can adjust the butt pad even. I am a little bit perturbed as to what this thing does. I've just loosened it now. I don't know what it does. So it could have something to do with the butt pad. I don't know. Again, that's something that I might drop an email, all being well, and obviously thinking about everyone in Turkey right now, and sending, you know, prayers that everything's okay. But let's see, find out what that is. Okay, next we've got a Picatinny rail under here. We've also got a sling attachment, so you can put a sling, and there is also one at the front over here under this rail, which is very, very useful because it allows you to maneuver the pick rail at the front at whatever position you want by adjusting a couple of grub screws here, which is good. You've got a metal trigger guard. Feels metal, yep. Or is it hard plastic? No, it feels metal, brushed metal. With adjustable, there's two areas for adjustment. I mean, there's one area here at the front, but that leads directly to the safety, and one here at the back, which shows or leads to essentially where you can adjust the trigger. This is bolt action, as it said in the instructions. So with a secondary safety in that if you lift the bolt up, the trigger doesn't want to go back any further. Lift it down, it goes all the way back. You've got the safety over here, which is a push through latch. So one direction it's safe. Push it again through to the other direction, it's fire mode. Not very obvious, and I'll tell you what, I used it in the shop as a dry fire test. It's not great, to be fair. I mean, if you want to put it into safe, it's simply just a flick of the switch. No, sorry, let's get it right. That's safe. If you want to put it, I wish I'd flicked it round so that essentially if you wanted to put the rifle into safe, you just put it in that direction and then it's safe. Instead, push it in that direction, it's fire. If you want to make the safe, you have to consciously push it in that direction, which I'm not a favour of. It's counterintuitive in terms of those directions. Well, for me it is anyway. I think I would have preferred it if you can just quickly flick it into safe mode like that and then it's safe, but instead by pushing it towards that direction, makes it puts the rifle into fire mode. Now, I'll tell you now, I found the bolt interesting. Again, it's something that I'll have to try in the shop, but I'll give it a go now. I found it a little bit stiff, to be fair, but again, it's one of those things where we're going to get to try it out. As you can see, the rifle's not loaded. I'm going to dry fire it. So, there you go. You have to use some firm action there to cock it, and then down it goes. And then I noticed quite a lot of travel on the first stage of the trigger. It is a 2-stage trigger, and then it's relatively loose in its first stage, and then there is like a point, a definition here. Where's the second stage? Can you see that? And then that's the second stage just about to go, and I'll let it go there. I'll tell you now, that's got a bark. It has got a bark. I'm going to be trying this out with that silencer. So yeah, let's carry on forward. Let's just flip the rifle around. Over here we've got the air cylinder, which again sits on top of this really nice design. This kind of like drop down with the laminate, which runs really nice and parallel with the air tube. And again, I like the way that the air tube is shaped at the end. It's not squared off, it kind of ends in this nice torpedo shape. You've got the rotational protected air cover, where you essentially fill the rifle. He says trying to find it. Over here, that hole was very camouflaged. It's there, directly underneath, right there. And my finger's in it there, right there. So I'll just cover it back. And then at the end, you've got the Effecto, I think it's Effecto branded. Let's just, excuse me. It is Effecto branded. There you go. Not very friendly, and it's quite small. I'll tell you now, I am not a fan of that at all. I'm not a fan of that. They could have put it in underneath the rifle. They could have put it on the side of the rifle. But no, they chose to put it at the front of the rifle, and I'm not a fan of that at all. But it is what it is. Also worth noting, it has 2 dovetail mounts over here. There we go, dovetail mounts. As opposed to Picatinny. So, yeah, I'm going to have to dig out some dovetail mounts, because most of the other rifles that I've got have got Picatinny mounts on. So, yeah, I've got some, and also I've got to think about what scope I'm going to mount on this. I have got one in mind. I was saving it for one of the other new rifles that's due to arrive, but for the time being, it's going to have to sit on this, I think. But so far, initial impressions are, it's a heavy rifle as well, I forgot to say. It's heavy. Heavy to lift, heavy to shoulder, but I am primarily focusing on using this on the bench. Might even dig out one of the new bipods I've got hold of and put it underneath and use that. I've got to say thanks to James Smith for purchased a couple of bipods off him. One's Spartan Javelin, so I'm going to try that out with this and see how it shoots. Oh, I'll try my bag. But yeah, so far, my initial impressions are, I like it. I do. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm very, very, very keen to see what this 58cm Lothar Walther barrel, 12 groove barrel can do in terms of accuracy. And I'm hoping that it's going to be pellet on pellet, but we'll have to wait and see. And that will be part 2 of this video. But for now, this has been my unboxing and initial impressions of the Effecto PX-05 Sport in blue laminate. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. And as always, thank you for watching, and thanks for your support and for your comments. I wouldn't make the videos if you wouldn't watch them. So yeah, thank you very much. And yeah, I'll see you all next time very, very soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.